Midlife Fitness Coaching provides online flexible coaching for women in midlife. Our aim at Midlife Fitness Coaching is to help women feel fit and strong for all of life's adventures. We know that women in midlife face a unique set of challenges. We're all incredibly time poor. That's one thing everybody has in common. And also that's against the backdrop of hormonal changes as well. So as we enter perimenopause, we might not recognise our own bodies as well anymore, and things really start to change. Again, that can create more barriers to being active and healthy. We've had so many brilliant success stories, and women do describe it as life-changing. You know, we get a lot of people who have tried every possible diet under the sun and just haven't been able to stick with it. They've had failed attempts at becoming more active and then just acquired injuries, or life's got in the way and they just haven't managed to sustain it. So I think we put a really supportive framework around women, and we coach them through the programme. You know, we are there cheering them on, we're checking in. If they go quiet on us for a couple of days, we're checking in. So it's an incredibly supportive package. So we set the business up on an absolute shoestring. It was tiny and it's grown very organically. And there were some sort of big pieces of work that we really wanted to do that we couldn't do because we didn't have money sitting around in the bank, and we didn't have the equipment to make that those projects happen. So one of those, as an example, we use a third-party app that we sort of skim with our own branding, and that's how we deliver our programmes. And that comes with a standard library of exercise videos in it, and we always felt that it would be so much better if we could create our own videos and have Bev and I featuring in those videos. It's just another sort of point of reference for people, and also it would feel really inappropriate to have sort of young buff men in the videos as well. This is a programme for women in midlife, and the models should reflect that. So we really wanted to do that, and we just weren't able to because we didn't have the ability to create high quality video content. So I was aware of South Yorkshire Innovation Programme, and a friend who works at the university sort of tipped me off that there was funding available, and that we might qualify for it. So I made contact with them and had some really helpful early conversations about whether we might be able to access that funding. And once we'd ascertained that we could, it was actually really quick and easy. They were incredibly helpful, and we sort of quickly tapped into the idea that the deploy funding stream would be really helpful in unlocking this particular challenge that we were facing. So we pursued the deploy funding stream first, and that was what enabled us to purchase the recording equipment. I think we would have kicked this particular challenge down the road for a long time had we not had that funding that really unlocked that opportunity. So to know that actually we would be taken seriously as a tiny micro enterprise was brilliant. It really did elevate our online offer. So it's been transformative. The other side of the impact is that we're currently having conversations with a national education provider who are creating a new course. Through that course, they want to promote a couple of online opportunities for people to tap into for online coaching, and they want us to be one of those outfits. And I don't think we would have got that opportunity if we were using sort of off-the-shelf video content that wasn't specific to women in midlife. After we completed our deploy funding project, we were then made aware of the develop funding stream, which is much more about sort of answering questions that you have about your business and understanding commercial challenges in more detail. And it allows you to effectively buy academic time from the university. And we definitely had questions about, we think we're doing this, but actually how well supported is that by the most current evidence? So an example of that is that we think we support behaviour change really well. We think we have this lovely supportive wraparound package that really helps women to change their behaviour in a very sustainable way. But I know there's a whole load of health psychology research that is changing all the time. So I really wanted to be confident that what we think we're doing is best practice. And also, we will have blind spots in terms of what we're doing as well. So Develop funding stream has allowed us to work with psychologists from Sheffield Hallam University, and we're mapping out this sort of client journey and every point of contact where behaviour change might occur, and then they're mapping that to frameworks that are based on evidence so that we can understand what we do well, but really critically understand where the opportunities are for us to do better as well. So I think we had a clear vision of what we wanted to do, but I think we have moved faster because of the funding that we were able to access, and I think we've got further in that time frame as well. So I think it's enabled us to very rapidly overcome a couple of hurdles that, you know, realistically we could have still been looking at 2 years down the line. So it's definitely enabled us to go further and faster.